So this video will walk through the process of creating an alignment, and very specifically we are going to create an alignment from an object. So this is an existing object we have already put into our drawing, and in this case I have drawn a simple polyline with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 or 8 vertices here. It doesn't really matter if you have a straight line or if you have multiple sections, multiple segments of your line or polyline. And because we have a polyline, we can turn that into an alignment simply by going to the alignment drop down in our ribbon and selecting create alignment from objects. So I'll go ahead and select that. And then my cursor is telling me to select the first line, arc, polyline, or other. So I will just go ahead and click on this polyline and then hit enter. And if you notice, it's hard to see against the white background, but there is an arrow on my polyline, which will become an alignment, and my cursor is telling me to press enter to accept alignment direction, or I can reverse the direction of that arrow, and this is referring to the stationing. Where do we want our road to start and end, or our alignment to start and end? In this case, it's telling me that this northwest point is the start of our alignment, so the stationing will follow along this way. If I don't like that, if I want to change the direction of my stationing, I can either click reverse or type R and hit enter. And that brings up the create alignments from objects window. So a few things, of course, we want to name our alignment. I will be turning this into a road, so I want to call it a proposed road center line. And it is going to be a center line, so I'll leave the type alone, but it could be various other types. And then our starting station, of course, if this is going to be a road, we never want to start our stationing at 0, so I will start mine at, let's say, 200, and I don't have to add the plus symbol, it will do that for me. Right now there's no sights in our drawing, so I'm going to leave this alone. Same with the style, I'm going to leave the default proposed because it's a proposed road, we haven't built it yet. I'll leave the default layer, and I'll leave the default alignment label set. We can always change that later. I do want to add curves between tangents. Again, this is going to be a roadway, and we want to have some nice curves between our straightaways. And I know that this is a pretty large piece of property I'm looking at, so let's say 2,500 foot default radii. I will have it erase my existing entity, so it's going to get rid of that red polyline you see. And I do want to add curves, so make sure this is checked. And then on the design criteria tab, I'm not going to use any design criteria right now for this video, but if we wanted to, we could select this criteria based design and set some other parameters, but we'll leave that alone for now, and I'll just click OK after we set all our options. And here now our straight segmented polyline is a curved alignment. And if I zoom in, here's my starting point at station 2 plus 0, 0, and it does add major stations with minor station ticks as that style we selected for labeling. Also, it labels my geometry points, so point of curvature, point of tangency, and with this alignment, I can, if I like where it's at, I can leave it alone. I can change the geometry of the alignment by clicking on it, and I get some grip edits here. That's one of the easier ways to do alignment editing, is just to pull the alignment to wherever you want it. So you can see we can very easily move our alignment around to fit our needs. So that's really all I want to cover in this video. We will talk more about alignments in another video to come. Thank you.